justice for Julian Assange rests in our hands and our hands alone, in the British justice system alone. Now, what actually would happen if Julian was accused in Britain of the equivalent to the US Espionage Act, which is our Official Secrets Act? What would happen if he was here? Well, you know, we actually have some examples. Over the last 30 or so years, we've had 3 high-profile official secrets trials. And so we can get a good idea of how they would work. The first one was under Thatcher. Len's not here, might recognise it. It was a so-called Clive Pontin trial over the so-called Belgrano incident. It leaked to the press the fact that the Belgrano was sailing away from the Falklands when it was sunk. The British establishment was furious with this, and so he was put in court, put on trial for breaking the Official Secrets Act. And the judge instructed the jury, imagine that, instructed the jury to find him guilty. And a British jury, I won't render the expletives they probably thought, but they refused. They recognized that what this man had done was technically a breach of the law, but in fact was in the public interest. The next cases were under Blair. They were Catherine Gunn, you may remember that, and Derek Pascal. Catherine Gunn was, I think, an MI5 analyst, and Pascal worked in the Foreign Office. And again, they leaked information, mostly about American activity, extradition and torture, spying on the United Nations and spying on foreign heads of state and so on. And they were arrested and charged. But in each case, the prosecution realized that a British jury would actually find them not guilty. Why? Because what they had done was in the public interest, again. So whilst in British law, technically, there is no public interest defence, every single time it comes to trial, a British jury imposes one.